Hey there, and welcome back to Soar Fitness. Today what we're going to talk about is what do you do when you don't have time to work out, and alternate methods of working out so that you can work out. So, today I'm very busy. I didn't really have time to make a video and do 3 chapters of my ISSA certification or anything that I wanted to do, vocal exercises, anything. So, I consolidated my time. And what I did, instead of doing a full back workout followed by a high intensity interval training workout and then a stretching routine, instead of that I simply did a jump rope routine for about 20 minutes. Jump rope is a very good exercise. The good part about it is that it burns a lot of calories in a short amount of time. It's a vigorous exercise, not a moderate intensity exercise. So according to the ISSA, you want to take about a 30-second interval, which means you're jumping rope for 30 seconds and then you rest for 1 minute. And then you keep cycling this. I do it for about 10 rounds or so. And then every single workout you do, you want to add about 10 to 15 seconds to the workout. And this will give you a very high intensity workout. You want to keep going until you reach about 3 minutes on and 30 seconds rest. And what they say is basically, when you hit that point, you'll reach a new conditioning level in and of itself. And I can attest to that because I'm not new to jump rope, but I do about 45 seconds now that I'm getting back into it with a 45-second rest, so a 1-to-1 work to rest ratio. Now, the recommendation of how many times you actually do jump rope per week is do it as many times as you can, as long as you're fully recovered for it. So if you have shin splints, you probably need to recover a little bit more for it. The other part, wait right there, probably best to foam roll. Alright, first exercise is for the tibialis anterior. And all you're going to do is hit the muscles on the side of the shin bone. Just go back and forth. And you want to do this slowly. If you find a spot that is really, really sore, take your time on it, 30 to 45 seconds. Just hit that knot, that painful spot. And then the other exercise you can do, this is for the prime mover of the exercise, the plantar flexor, the calves, which has the gastrocnemius and the soleus. Soleus being under the gastrocnemius. Now you're going to do this. I tend to kind of rotate back and forth and put pressure on my calf with my hand. And I go left and right. If you see the diagrams of the gastrocnemius, you would understand, because it's like there's 2 heads here and here. Yeah. And the 2 heads converge and go to one spot at the Achilles tendon. And the soleus is underneath them both though, so I've been thinking that I'm going to do the center point as well, even though it's more painful. But I don't know if it's the right thing to do. All I know is the soleus is underneath it, and maybe I want to show it a little attention as well. Back to me. There are other interval exercises you can do if you want to save time, which I won't get into too much on. I would look at a place like bodybuilding.com. I'll probably do these videos at a later date, but look up things like barbell complexes, kettlebell workouts. Be careful with both of those. You want to have a strong physical foundation before you just jump into those. Jump rope you can kind of just jump into. Sorry. The other thing you can do is different types of aerobic activities, such as light work on a treadmill. If your goal is to gain muscle mass, keep it light. Keep it 45 minutes or less. If you're not trying to gain muscle mass and you're trying to be an aerobic athlete, you can do more. But when you get past that 45-minute mark, you might actually start losing muscle to give you energy to keep running. So if you're a bodybuilder or just want to get big muscles in general, that's not the best option for you. A good option for you if you're a bodybuilder is to do a stair climber. And stair climbers are nice because you're using prime movers such as the quadriceps to lift yourself up against gravity, and it's not a very jarring exercise at all. It's a very, very safe exercise, as opposed to running, which can give you chronic injuries. And I love running, and I'm going to keep running myself, but they can give you chronic injuries because you're constantly loading the muscle the same exact way and it's constantly getting injured the same exact way over and over and over again. and that can eventually hurt you badly. It doesn't happen to everyone, but it's a real possibility. And women, you're at higher risk for injuries from running, so stair climbing and jump roping and interval training from barbell complexes and kettlebell exercises, or even just doing a regular old body weight circuit like doing a bunch of burpees for 1 minute on and probably more than 1 minute off. Those are probably safer options for you than doing long distance runs, which is actually a little bit funny because women, believe it or not, you're actually better at men physically at doing ultra long distance runs, which is longer than a marathon, because you're better at utilizing fat as energy than men are. So you have an advantage because you can go longer than we can as far as ultra long distance goes. So I know this video was everywhere, you might need to look at it once or twice, but these are some aerobic methods you can do. The jump rope, barbell complexes, and kettlebell exercises, and body weight circuits are all exercises that you can get a good calorie burning exercise in for days where you're very busy like I am today. And they're really, really good at burning fat specifically. I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but remember that. These exercises are really, really good at burning fat, even better than long, slow distance runs, marathon runs, or things that just take a very long time where you're breathing heavily. Because when you do exercises like that, your body's going to want to hold on to the fat it has, because it wants that fat to be used as energy for those long periods of times. In these circuit trainings, you don't necessarily need to worry about that so much. I don't know if I got the science perfectly on that last part, but I can tell you for sure, when you're doing aerobic exercises for long periods of time, your body wants to hold on to fat. When you do them high intensity for a shorter amount of time, they burn fat more quickly. And I can attest to this because when I was doing Wingate tests, look that up on Google as well, when I was doing Wingate tests with my professor on campus for a study, my body fat composition dropped dramatically. And I'll do a body fat video later, but I'm waiting for a skin caliper to come in. I'll tell you what that is as well, and that'll be a later video. So, I pray you find your freedom and soar along with me on my journey to lose weight and live a healthy, balanced lifestyle. Thank you.